Hello everybody, and welcome to Salt and Pepper, wherever in the world you may be. As you probably noticed today, we're doing pastas in our segment of recipes, okay? And I would like to show some of the pasta that we have here, okay? I'll just reach down here. This is fettuccine. It's a little bit wider than the usual type of fettuccine that we all know, okay? And this is egg fettuccine. Then we have linguine, which is a type of flat, if you want to say spaghetti, you know, but it's a little bit wider than the usual. And this is spinach, real spinach in it. This one is cannelloni that can be stuffed with all types of stuff, chicken, you know, and beef, and so on and so on. And this is a type of ravioli. And here on this side here, there is all type of differently stuffed ravioli, okay? Now, this is a small portion of all the pastas that we can serve. As you know, there is hundreds and hundreds of types of pasta. Every different pasta goes with a different sauce or a different creation. And sometimes it doesn't really matter, you know? If you're at home, you can do anything you want. Remember, at home with Attilio. Anyway, jokes apart, my friends, today we're gonna do a nice recipe. Simple and more Italian than this one doesn't exist. And what it is cozze, this one's, okay, e vongole with fettuccine, okay, which is clams and mussels with fettuccine, Englishly speaking. As you see, I'm going to show you all the ingredients right now. Of course, we start with a little bit of garlic. Then there is a little bit of onion, inevitably. Then there is some tomato. You see, I'm going to lift it up for you so you can see how finely it's chopped. This is about 2 of them. This is about a half. This is about a half a tomato. And I've got 8 of these guys, I might say, and 8 of these other guys here, okay? These are the main ingredients. Then we have some olive oil because we need to saute stuff, and we have some white wine from Mr. Zara, and also we have fettuccine, which is maybe 150 grams, maybe a little bit more because I'm Italian. I like a lot of pasta. And then we have, again, did I mention salt and pepper, and a little bit of chilies, crushed chilies. And I would say maybe a 1/4 cup of water, all right? Now, we start right away. This is an easy recipe. By the way, how are you guys doing? Good? Beautiful. I like that. Can you follow me on the stove? On the stove. To the stove. You know, my English is still there and there. You guys gonna help me out, you know? Whenever I do a mistake, write to me. Let me know. Attilio, you know, how come your English isn't that good? Help me out. That's how we get communication happening. So, as you see, I've got the water here boiling, okay? I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you can see it. All right, we have the water boiling, and it's lots of water usually we use for that, okay? And for that amount of water, I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of salt. Don't be afraid about the salt. I mean, don't put too much, otherwise you're gonna have salty pasta, right? But you need it, otherwise the pasta is not going to have any flavor. You might have all the flavor you want in your sauce, and if the pasta doesn't have any flavor, your neighbors are going to say, what's the matter for you, or with you in this case. And just a drop of olive oil. Probably we don't need it with this pasta because I don't think it's going to get stuck, you know, but usually you do that so the pasta does not get stuck, all right? Now, since it's boiling, okay, the water is boiling, I'm going to drop this in, okay, singing a little song. And I don't know how long it's going to take. What do you mean? You say, Attilio, you don't know how long it's going to take. No, because you see, all types of different pasta, depends who made it, depends how thick it is, depends how it's been made, with eggs, without eggs, with flour or without flour, or just semolina. It takes different amounts of time to cook. And if it's hard, the hard pasta, exactly the same thing. Depends how it was dried, the temperature, and how long it took to dry. So as soon as the pasta is done, we're gonna come back here and we're gonna take the pasta out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna show you how to start working with these guys here, okay? The clams and and mussels. All right, let's give the pasta a little stir. Can you guys see everything from down there? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, this is one of my favorite dishes, okay? The best ones because they're the simplest ones. Let's turn this on. A little bit of this stuff here, which is olive oil. You know I like cooking with olive oil. And again, to see when it starts sizzling, because we don't need it's not like the onion. We put the garlic. As soon as the garlic starts sizzling, then we can put the onions in to be sauteed. And we'll go on with the procedure. Should we sing a little song while this happens? Okay. Where are you guys at today? In Germany? I know, I was in Stuttgart. It's nice. Boy, did they ever feed me there. My God, the food never stopped coming. You know, I felt like I was at home. And this is going to be exactly the same way as it was in Stuttgart. I'm going to get the food coming and coming and coming to you guys. We put that flame a little bit down on the pasta. The pasta is doing very well. Probably this pasta doesn't take too long to cook. Okay. For the garlic, not too long, okay? This is a 5 to 7 minute recipe. I love doing that. Let's take out the extra. I dropped the garlic in there. You guys gotta give me a hand when you see me do stuff like that. Say, Attilio, stop. Let's saute this, guys. We don't need to fry the onions too much, you know, because they don't look too good, you know. We don't want to caramelize or anything like that. If it's in a sauce, it doesn't matter. But here they have to show up. Sometimes they show up in the surface and that, you know. And with the white wine, it's a very light sauce, so we don't want to burn them. We're just going to saute them a little bit, okay? Going back here, I'm going to get my mussels and clams ready because I want to throw them in and saute them with the rest of the stuff. It's here that I belong now, here am I, shine in the Pacific. By the way, these ones are from the Pacific, eh? So they look beautiful. They're all nice and closed, which means they're alive. There's someone at home. When you go buy these guys, always pick the closed ones, because if they're open, that means they're not too happy inside there, and they're dead. We don't want to eat them dead. We want to do the job to them ourselves. Just little sauteing. Sorry about the extra noise in there. Little sauteing happening there. And those guys are going to open up really, really nice for us. They're going to open the doors for us. There, just a little fry steaming. As you see, they're opening up nice and easy for us, okay? And we just drop in the fresh tomatoes. You don't need to cook the tomatoes too much on this one, okay? You just give it a little swirl, you know. This is done. This is done. All we need is just a little bit of salt, just a little, eh? Just a little bit, just a little. It's too much, but that's okay. I still need a little bit more though. Okay, and we go like that. A little bit of salt on that, and a little bit of black pepper. Black pepper is good for this because it's an Italian dish. You know, you can put this or not, you know, if you like, but it's just because sometimes with stuff like this, it's nice to have it a little bit hot, or as we say in Italian, picante, right? And don't get yourself dirty when you do this, you know. And my friends, this is done. This is done right now. Let me just bring it here to the board, and we go strain the pasta here in our sink. Can you still see me there? Beautiful. Okay. Now I just want to show you how we do this. Okay. Usually you mix, in Italy we put the pasta on the bottom, then the sauce. This one, we're just gonna throw it right here, right in, okay? Right in without being afraid of it, okay? So, after we do that, bring it back to the stove. Why do we do that? For the simple reason, fresh pasta or any type of pasta like that with fish, it'll, you know, it'll absorb all the flavors, okay? Then we put the pasta on the bottom and we serve the things all around. You don't need too much garnish and stuff like this because it's got all the color and all the garnish that you want. Okay? This is what most of the restaurants will do. Some people don't do it at home. Some people do it. It's not a law. It's whatever you like the most, okay? And now, as soon as this is ready, it's only gonna be here for 30 seconds, I'm gonna come and serve it. See? It's gonna be a beautiful plate. And with this little motion, we're just gonna put all the clams in here. So then we'll put them on top of the pasta. Nice. Don't make a mess, Attilio. Okay? Nicely serving it like this. Beautiful. Beautiful. As I was cooking it, some of the clams, they decided to move out from their houses, right? They decided to move out of their houses and now we only have the houses and the clams are all in the pasta, which is okay. And we serve this guys one like that, one like that, one like that. My friends, this is delicioso. This is really delicioso. You see, these guys, they don't want to stay in their houses. They're getting there. We're friends by now. I mean, we should know. Couple of these beautiful guys on top. And as we would do in any kitchen, voila, voila. And we put a little bit of parsley for the end. And again, a little parsley for the end. And this is it. This is it. At salt and pepper. Isn't that beautiful? See you again with the next recipe with salt and pepper at home with Attilio.